I'm going to do a quick run through of everything we've learned, and then we're going to talk tonight. If you want to get into this, we're going to talk tonight about what the number one source of fear is that everyone wants to avoid. Right? So fear is not a platitude, it's not a simplification, it's not, oh my gosh, all you got to do is do the thing you fear the most, right? That's what Norman Vincent Field, which I love that, and I believe that we need to face your fears. That's what he's saying. Right? And then I love the song, Fear is a Liar, right? Except that doesn't make it go away. It is a liar, it's a very effective liar. Right? And so we have about fear as false evidence appearing real. Well, it might not be so false. Right? Fear is real. It needs to be dealt with. We can, as it says in 2 Corinthians, cleanse ourselves from every impurity. So everybody out here, they can't see that word. So we're in 2 Corinthians 7:1. Since we have such promises, let us cleanse ourselves from every impurity of the flesh and spirit, completing our sanctification. How? In the fear of God. So we've talked about the way to deal with fear in the world is to center my fear in God. Except what is the fear of God? First you need to know what that is. And Scripture defines what the fear of God is. Fear of God draws us to God. It doesn't push us away. So it's not the same thing, right? When we think of fear, we think of this thing that makes us jump back. Fear of God doesn't make you jump back. Fear of God makes you grab hold and say, excuse me, I've won the power of God in my life. Deuteronomy 10:12 tells you what the fear of God is. Now, Israel, what does the Lord your God ask you except to fear the Lord your God by walking in his ways, number one, loving him, number two, and worshiping the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul. So now I know what the fear of God is. I don't know who all that's out there. Juan, Bendiciones, Eugenio, Rhonda, hello. All right, so we got people from Oklahoma City, we got people from Michael Morris, all sorts of folks with us today. Right? I told you everybody was hot down from the rain. Right? So, here's three things that God says is fear of God. In Deuteronomy 10:12, what's the fear of God? Walking in his ways, loving him, and worshiping him. So if I want to learn to fear God, I do those three things. I walk in God's ways, I figure out what his ways are, and I walk in them. I love with his love. God, I have my love one another hat. It's in my office right now. Love one another. And then the third thing is to worship God with all your heart. And this really is talking about worship with singing. If I want to chase fear away, then I worship God. I get connected to fear of God as worshiping God, and it chases the fear of the world away, it chases the fear of myself away, it chases the fear of, who's that other thing out there? The devil away. The scripture says we contend with the world, the flesh, and the devil. So if that's where we contend, that's where fear exists. But when I fear God, it pushes that away. I get afraid of the world. So Ephesians 5, and we're going to run through this quickly. Ephesians 5, 21, 15 through 20. Ephesians 5, 21, 15 through 20 tells us the same thing that Deuteronomy told us. I walk in his ways, I love with his love, and I worship with all my heart. And that's the fear of God. Here it is inside of this, what? Speaking to one another with songs and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making music from your heart to the Lord. Pay attention, know how to walk. Right? Love with his love, walk with his walk. Worship with singing, submit to one another. The same principles here we find Paul writing to Ephesians. Right? Because Paul read the same book. Paul studied out of Deuteronomy. Jesus studied out of Deuteronomy. Those instructions still hold. Now the legalistic portion doesn't hold. I don't worry about eating pig because I eat it right. I'm not too worried about washing my hands, but if you don't wash your hands before you eat, that's kind of crazy. I don't do it because the law tells me to do it. I do it because it's smart. Most of the laws of the Old Testament kept the Jewish people alive. It kept them healthy. They didn't eat shellfish. Why? Because it was messy and it gave you all sorts of diseases. They didn't eat pig. Why? Because it was messy and it gave you all sorts of diseases. They washed their hands before they ate. Why? Because that was healthy. So God gave instructions to keep his people healthy. Well, we have all sorts of other things, but I do want to walk in his way. I do want to love with his love, and I do want to worship. Worship and singing is not just something we do because it's church time. Right? I start my day with the guitar in my hand. I start my day, I get up in the morning singing to God. Why? Because there's a lot of things released in singing. If you study Psalm 149, you will find that singing binds up the enemy with fetters of iron and puts chains on him. Singing on your bed specifically. Right? So I guess I'm scriptural when I get up in the morning singing and lay there for a few minutes and just have a little song between me and Jesus. Right? Because it binds up the enemy. And when I do it before I go to bed, I'm releasing my focus on God and telling the enemy, you're confused. You're in the wrong place, buddy. Me and my house, we serve Jesus. So the next thing it takes us into, the fear of God takes us into a relationship of the new. 2 Corinthians 5:17, if anyone's in Christ, he's a new creation. That old stuff should pass away. My addictions, my depression, my anxiety, my fear of failure, all of those things that haunt me, I should be able to put into my past and go forward in Christ. If I'm centering myself in the fear of God. If I just do a little come to Jesus, oh, Jesus, help me. I'm still stuck. But if I really come to Jesus, and I really say, he is my Lord, he is my King, and I walk in his ways, and I love with his love, and I worship him with all of my heart, my life begins to change. Quickly my life begins to change. So 2 Corinthians 5:17 tells us, and he makes us an ambassador so that people come to us. Yesterday, the first person showed up at my office. What time do you think? 7 a.m. And people didn't quit showing up until 9:30. It was a long day. And I never had a break. From 7 a.m. in the morning till 9:30 at night, right in the middle of the day, I ran out and found a restaurant where I didn't think anybody would find me, and went to the back and put the hat over my head so I could get 30 minutes of just, hey, Jesus, would you slow this day down? What was it all? People were calling me who were completely demonized, saying I don't know what to do. People were calling me drug addicted. People were showing up, the pastors in here showing up to pray all day long. Great stuff, right? We prayed with some pastors in the morning, and my phone was ringing. Today, I had a community leader call me and apologize because they're not going to be able to come to the day of prayer. What? They haven't even registered. They just called to say, we really wanted to be there and we can't be there. I met this guy about 5 years ago and I thought, this is cool, Jesus. Why? Because we are ambassadors. You are an ambassador of Christ. I'm an ambassador of Christ. And if I'm living in the anointing and the power of God, people want what you have. Leaders want what you have. People dealing with demons want what you have. People dealing with addictions want what you have. People dealing with fear, depression, and anxiety want what you have. But you got to live in the fear of God so that you can give it away and hand it over to somebody else. Right? I did the same thing today, only the restaurant I went to, I didn't get the guide. When the waitresses came over and sat down and started talking to me, then she went up to the hostess and brought them over and started talking to me. I'm just going to hide. It's my 30 minutes of hide time. Right? But people want what you have. When you walk in His way, when you live with His love, when you worship Him with all your heart, the Holy Spirit's going to do some things in your life that are going to impact other people. Right? We had some community leaders sign up to help us with the day of prayer today. That was cool. They just said, hey, can we come in and help organize and set the room up? I'm going, works for me. Christy be calling. And I'm talking top-level community leaders because they get it. They get it. Because what are they responding to? They're responding to the fear of God inside of us. That's what they're responding to. But Peter says, obtaining the outcome of your faith, the salvation of your soul. That word salvation, you're going to get an education tonight. This is college level stuff, right? Do you want to be free? You want to live with it? We're going from the throat tonight. The word salvation is sozo. It means everything. It does not mean pie in the sky, heaven one day. It means your body, your mind, your spirit, your finances, your relationships. It means everything. That word salvation is not about fire insurance. That word salvation is walking and talking with God in your life in every decision, in everything that goes on. So when He says the outcome of your faith is the salvation of your soul, your mind, will, and your emotions, by the way, He's saying you shouldn't have depression. You shouldn't have anxiety. You shouldn't have suicidal thoughts. And if you do, God, cast them out. You shouldn't be having all these funky relationship issues because I'm going to get involved in them and change them. That doesn't mean it's instantaneous. What did He say? Obtaining. It's a process. As I walk in His ways, as I love with His love, as I worship with all my heart, He begins to process my life and bring me into full salvation in every component of my being. My bank account, my relationship, my health, my peace of mind, my love for other people. All of that begins to work out. We're not even going to go through 2 Peter 1:3-9, and I'm going to say this here because this thing will record, and I'm going to go back and I said, if you can spin back to 3 weeks ago, there's session number 1, there's session number 2, there's session number 3, this is session number 4. So you can go back and pick that up, where it talks about God works with us to build our virtue. Our virtue gets knowledge. Our faith gives us virtue. Virtue gives us knowledge. Knowledge gives us self-control. Self-control gives us steadfastness. Steadfastness gives us godliness. Godliness gives us brotherly affection. Brotherly affection comes with love. And we think we can just go out and love people. God says, I want to stair-step you into love. And here's the stair-step. There's a work of sanctification. There's a work of building us. He takes us from faith to virtue to knowledge to self-control to steadfastness to godliness to brotherly affection to love. And I find so many people stop way short of steadfastness. They stop way short of just learning what brotherly love is, much less the love of God. It doesn't just happen because I come to Jesus. It happens because I came to Jesus. He gives me a get-out-of-jail-free card. He forgives me of my junk and places me into a relationship with God that enables me to grow in every aspect. So I get to walk in His ways, love with His love, and worship Him with all my heart. And when I do that, this is what happens to me. And I get to where the love of God is coming out of me, not the love of man. Not the overabundance of hormones or the emotional liking, but the love of God that says, I don't care who you are, what you've done, where you've gone, Jesus Christ died for you on that cross, and I love you. That doesn't just happen overnight. And most Christians I'm going to get myself in trouble. So listen to me out here. This is public, right? Most Christians, they never get there. Why? Because they don't go through the process. They don't even go to the process of faith, which you need to get to virtue, which is good character. And good character gives me knowledge, and knowledge gives me self-control, and self-control gives me steadfastness, and steadfastness gives me self-control. What's that all about? That's getting rid of all that stuff that's taking you the wrong direction and quitting that. It takes time. Why do I always try to pull people in, pull people in, pull people in? Because if they don't get to self-control, they don't get steadfast, and they don't get steadfast, they're going to slide back into what they were doing before. I know that. God knows that. And He gave us a formula. Walk in His way, love with His love, worship with all your heart. Fear God above everything else. Why would I reach for alcohol? Because I'm afraid of my wife or some other person more than I'm afraid of God. Because if I'm afraid of God, I know He's got enough power to defend me. And I don't need that. I don't need the drug. I don't need that funky relationship. Because I've got God on my side. If He's big enough to deal with anything, I'm secure. But that doesn't just pop in one day. It's a process of God working inside of us. Right? Overwhelming fear. We started on this whole series because people are getting overwhelmed with fear. We need to overwhelm fear with fear of God.